Welcome back into Sports Nightly. I am joined once again by the Director of Scouting for Prep Baseball Ohio, 𝗦𝗽cie𝗿𝘆. Jordan, we are getting into that portion of the season. The weather hasn't exactly been kind, so teams right now kind of scrambling to get games in where they can, when they can. You got to make up ground because the postseason is coming quickly.
Absolutely. I mean, it's Ohio in the spring, so we're used to this, but this year's been a little bit more crazy than most when it comes to the weather. But here and there, we're getting to see some of the top teams and top prospects in the area, so it's been overall good.
One of those teams looking to make up ground here late in the regular season, the Clay Eagles. They were in an important track battle on Monday. Now, if you just looked at the box at the end of the game, it maybe wouldn't look like C.J. Boudreaux had an impressive outing. It was only a 10-5 win for the Eagles, but Boudreaux went 6 innings, had 9 strikeouts, and really worked around a troublesome 5th inning to have an overall impressive performance.
Absolutely, and I think you just hit on it really well. Like a guy like C.J., a reason he was a newcomer in our 2024 class rankings. We had him all the way up in the top 35. The physical traits are there and they're obvious. It doesn't take a seasoned scout to be able to see that. But then when you see him in person, what stands out from you, because a lot of these guys we have similar grades on, but we've gotten to see CJ multiple times in game. And that athleticism, that competitive nature, a lot of stuff he has intangible wise that you just can't teach or why we're so high on him. So not only does he have a mid to upper 80s fastball, he's athletic, he has size, the curveball, all that's there, but the dude competes. He's athletic. He's a guy that's not going to have a high heart rate when things get a little tight there in the late innings.
Who else on your board has really established themselves as some of the top prospects in the area as the season has gone on?
Well, I think the guy that has made arguably the biggest jump is a guy named Joe Zerwa out of Otsego High School. If you're going to create a player on an MLB video game on the mound, he's kind of what you would come up with. He's 6'7", left-handed, super athletic, and what we call NCT's non-coachable traits. Physically, he has a ton and then some more. But what's really risen his stock is he was always a multi-sport guy. His family's really big into football. He's the quarterback for the football team. And I think some of that maybe took away from the off-season training when it comes to just baseball, but I think they've made a decision that he's going to be a baseball-only athlete at the next level. He's gotten with one of the best pitching coaches in the area, and you're looking at a guy that was 83, 86 last year. Now he's at 88, 91. Some guys have had him up to 93, and then just guys that big don't move that well. He's such a unique athlete at 6'7". Everything's easy. The ball comes out how it should. So he's a guy we're super high on, and not only us, we put him in the top 10. I think every single start he's had has been highly attended by pro scouts as well.
Well, it's not just players that are really separating themselves at this point in the year. There's a team that you think could be dangerous in the postseason. That is the Eastwood Eagles, and so far they have been impressive throughout the regular season.
Yeah, one of 2 undefeated teams left in the state, if our records are correct. So last time I saw, they were 16-0, and that lineup, like I think we've hit on with multiple teams. It seems like the lineups in this area are just so deep, so much talent. I think when you analyze Eastwood, you got to start out with the Booz brothers at the top of that lineup. I hope I'm saying that right, B-O-O-S, but 2 very good athletes, talented players. Then in their 3-hole, you got a guy named Andrew Artson that we've seen multiple times that can really swing it. And then they got some athletes toward the back end, like Jackson Bauer, Tristan Schumann, guys that we've seen that we have high grades on as well. So one of the deeper lineups in the state. I'm not sure anyone saw 16-0 coming, but I hope they keep it rocking and rolling because it's one of the better stories in the area for sure.
And those postseason brackets will be released next Sunday with the sectional tournament. We'll be covering those right here on Sports Nightly. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Prep Baseball Report, covering all the bases of amateur baseball in the Buckeye State.